I can see where I want to drill a hole. I'll take a small drill bit and start with that, because that gets the hole drilled out a lot quicker. Then I'll go to the next size up and then up and up, and that just makes the process a lot quicker. Right here you can see I already got the first hole out. That failed. The bolt goes right through, so put the washer and the nut on the other side. I realized I don't have any lock washers, which would definitely help in this situation. So now I'm gonna drill this and get the other side. So enjoy this time lapse. And just like that, the second hole is drilled. And that's upside down. Now that these two holes are drilled out, I'm going to move this over, probably attach it, and then realign those other two holes, because I want to make sure that this is very, very straight. I don't want it to have any type of angle, because otherwise it's going to make everything fly around again. So that's what we're trying to avoid with this project. So I'm going to bolt this down now. Alright, those two bolts are in. It is sturdy. So now we gotta make sure that this is very, very straight. Alright, well, I got these bolted down like I just said in the video. But I was trying to line this part up to see if I can get this straight, but I realized this whole part turns. So I don't want that happening. Oh, it's the rod on the bottom that turns. So there's a little track that it goes on, and that's what's shaking right now. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that to stay straight. See if there's a bolt on the bottom of that. So this whole project, you really want everything to be extremely stable. You don't want anything shaking at all, because it spins so fast that it will just fly apart if it's not extremely tight and held together properly. So let's take this piece back out and see why this track isn't on there tightly. So there's a few screws on the bottom of here that don't seem to be too tight. And then there's a slot for a screw on this end, but that also doesn't seem to be holding too tightly. So, okay, there's a screw right there, but they're all loose. That's no good. These are all loose as well. So they probably were tightened before I put this together the first time and shook free when I did my first project. So let me grab a screwdriver. Just a regular Phillips head. Try to tighten these as best as I can. Oh yeah, that's extremely loose. I'll need to grab a different screwdriver for this because this one doesn't fit properly, and I would strip these screws if I would try to just use this screwdriver to tighten them all the way. So let's use the good old Ryobi bits, even though they probably won't fit at all. Nope, that won't fit. I doubt this would fit. Nope. Let's see if my Heart toolbox has the right size. So far, out of all my cheap collection of tools, Heart has been better than Ryobi, but you know, you get what you get. Or you get what you pay for, really. Sometimes it is better to pay for better tools. Like, I should really invest in some good quality bits. Alright, so off camera I put on these bolts. They're just barely too short because, sorry, that angle. Right here, it's thicker than on the other side because this folds in and it's 2 layers of this thick steel. So it barely reaches, so I couldn't fit a washer on here. So I'll I have to get better bolts for this. For now, I'm gonna do this. Hopefully I remember to get new bolts this week, because I don't want it to, you know, fly apart while the wood lathe is spinning. Cool. So I think it's all pretty much set up. I'll have to just make sure that this is lined up straight when I'm mounting stuff. And yeah, now I'm gonna try to tighten this part back up, put it on the lathe, see if I can get some wood turning happening. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this will spin smoothly. I think it does. That's staying in one spot over there, which was the problem before. It was not. And this is staying together. So I guess it's a plug and play now. Let's see if it'll stay the way it's supposed to. This is geared right now to spin the slowest it can. I can show you later how to, you take this off and then there's a belt with different gearing. And let's see if this spins nicely and if everything else falls off this table. I'm slightly nervous to do this because, you know, it can shake really bad if it's not mounted properly. So let's see. Oh, would you look at that? That's beautiful. Oh, that's so cool. Yes! Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, that's awesome. Looks like these screws came out a little bit because they weren't, well, they came loose before. That softened up the wood around where the screw treads are, so I should either get longer screws or attach it from the other side. But oh man, this is so exciting. But yeah, these screws look to be coming loose, so now that the lathe is actually officially set up, other than this part, not like the lathe part is itself is officially set up, I'm gonna clean this up and organize it. So here we go. Alright, so now that I took 5 minutes to clean up, which I like to do after I officially finish a project, just helps keep the shop organized, which my shop is not organized because I'm working on 15 projects, but this is a step in the right direction. Next step will be to get that mounted, get all of my chisels in a good, I don't know, order, I guess. Those are my 3 so far. I have 3 more in a big kit, and then after that, or before even that, I'm excited to do some actual spinning of wood. So get this sorted out, and yeah, probably not in this video. So I hope you have a great week, and I have a challenge for you. Don't say anything negative in the next 24 hours. It's a lot more difficult than you think. Be nice. So I was off camera trying to get this lathe set up, and so this motor started shaking like crazy and making a noise. So I took the bolt out, and like I told you, I'm gonna show you the gearing. But right now there's rope sticking out, so that means the belt is probably blown. And yes, it is. Wonderful. That's always fun. I'm not sure why. I don't know exactly why that happened, but let's pull this motor up. The belt off. I mean, this is a very old lathe, so there we go. We're in focus now. Nice. Well, that's gonna hinder any woodworking projects, or wood turning projects, not any woodworking projects, but that's unfortunate. So yeah, I'll go from there.